What's up, guys? What's up? Morning. This is Robrismo. This is Sunday today. It's a Sunday, and I'm here in my basement now. Right now, my basement, my man cave, my I don't know what the hell, whatever it is. It's definitely where I like to hang out most of the time. But sadly, it's freaking freezing in here. Um, yeah, I gotta clean this thing up. Huh? All right, so we got a couple. So a couple things. I will be. You probably already saw the video, the last part of this build, the restoration of the FW02. My next build, and I'm trying to go with something here because it's still cold, so I'm not really running cars out. I know that some of you guys, especially Model, what's up, Model? You guys want to see that big thing out one day. I do want to take it out. It's just right now it's cold. And finding parts for that thing is nearly impossible. I might make a live on this. I might make a live on Tuesday. But if you guys want to see a live on Tuesday, hit the like button. I'll see if it's good weather. Even if it's cold, but just to move around here. No jumps, nothing crazy. But just to move around. Last time this thing was running super bad. Because let me show you guys. And I kind of run this beast. It's more of a shelf queen than anything else, but I don't keep shelf queens in my fleet, man. I run them at least one or two, three times in this life, right? Once in every blue moon, I'll turn them on. Like a lot of these, I have to turn on. And a lot of videos, I might do a live a lot of these cars where I'm turning them on live. Make a live video on that. I might do that. I might make my live videos will be of me turning on some of these cars that probably have never been turned on before, because I've been busy with other builds, or some of them just need to get some blood in their system. Some nitro fuel. They're turn on their heart. You know what I mean? So I might do that. I might do my lives focus on turning on some of these cars, right? Let's see. So here's the thing about this guy. This big monster here model. Let me show you something. These Pico engines. These are not the stock engines that come with this thing, but they were the upgrade engines for the OFNA Twin Titan. So if you wanted to upgrade, you would upgrade to these Pico engines, right? Because they are for OFNA, made by Pico. The difference between these, I think, is on the sleeve itself. The sleeves are different. They're modded. So modify sleeves. Now, here's the thing. Last time I ran this thing, it didn't run so good. It wasn't too happy. It was running too lean. And there's no instructions on these things at all. But from what I found out, especially these Pico engines, Pico 26, that's how they like to run. That thing is completely open. I thought, no, that can't be. That cannot be. It's impossible. Because from what we know, guys, normally the low speed needle is either flush with the body of the carb of the carb, with the body, right? Is always flush. Let me show you guys what I'm trying to tell you. You see that? It's always going to be flush with this thing right here, right? With this, flush. Like any other car. You wouldn't think that would be the case. Well, with these engines, these Pico, that's how it is. It's 20 turns out from all the way in, 20 turns out, and that's what it gives you. Like, like this big boy right here. Here's another one right here that I want to run. And as you guys can see, it's what we know, that's basically a little bit leaner than normal, but that's how this one likes to run. It doesn't like to run the other way. Now, the problem with this one is, for some odd reason, this gets jammed up, but it's coming from the back plate. For some reason, the back plate, I don't know what's going on with the back plate on this engine. But I have another engine, and they look the same. I opened them up. They look exactly the same, but for some reason, the one-way shaft that goes through locks up on it. I don't know why it does that, but it does. It's, if you know what I'm talking about, the one-way shaft. So one-way, it's not like the one-way It's not like a one-way bearing. It's like a shaft where it's like it goes into the crankcase and it connects to the rod, right? So there you go. And it locks up. Don't know why, but it locks up when it gets hot. I don't know why it does that. I don't know. Maybe I have to, I don't know. I have to deal with that later on. But, I might make a live of running this thing later on. So yeah, I might, my next live might be about running this thing, right? I might do that. Why not? You guys want to watch this thing run? Yeah, I'll bring it out. I just got to, like I said, I got to have, make sure it actually runs, because I don't want to make lives where I'm working on the cars. I think I learned the hard way with the LST2, but at the end I definitely liked it, because at the end I had guys helping me out, like I had, it was pretty cool, man. I like this. So you guys chipped in and gave me ideas of what's going on. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. I like that. I just don't want to waste your time on watching me getting these things started. You know what I mean? They're trying to get me to... Where the hell did it go? Oh, here it is. See, I'm using this. That way, when they do fall, I can actually find them. I just don't want to waste your times with me cranking these things up and tuning them. I just want to turn them on, boom, and get started and run them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that explains why this engine, back in my other videos on this thing, why it ran so hot. It's because it was just, it needed to be open more. Look at the stickers are coming off of it. The cold weather does that to these things. So I did, I've been moving these tires around, because these tires, you don't want them to have flat spots on them. So all my monster trucks I like to come here once a week, move them all. These I don't worry about, because those are foam tires. But most of the these guys right here, I like to move around. Yeah, the HPI is not in the racks, and I just thought that it was proper for that one to be there. I mean, we're talking about legendary people. The Traxxas Hawk. It has to be with the stadium crew right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it has to be with the stadium crew. Sorry, Savage, but I had to get you out. Right now you're laying there, but for now, for now, come on. I just have more other cars with more vintage, more story than the Savage, let's be honest. So, like I said, I know some people will be like, oh, okay, I get it. But for me, when we talk about stories, it's cars that you don't see anymore. Like those Traxxas Hawk, the XTM, Accelerator, the Duratrax, those you don't see anymore. So for me, I prefer having them on the shelf, because a Savage, you can buy a Savage right now. You can still buy Savages. So for me, it's not like to me, I think like the Traxxas T-Max is not vintage. They still make them. The Jado is not vintage. They still make them. Well, I think they're gonna stop making them soon. But when they do, that's vintage. Because they don't make them anymore. Like stuff that for a fact you don't see anymore. Those are vintage stuff. So those I prefer to have them on the shelf, because I know they don't make them anymore. So yeah. The Savage, it's on the floor. It's there for temporary. Don't worry, folks. Don't worry. It will be there. I'll have it in a shelf someday. With the key, and then the Kyosho, look at that. The Kyosho's on the floor, because they still make them, and it's not vintage. But when it is vintage, and I'm more special care for it. I'm not saying that I don't care about my cars. I do care about my collection. It's just that cars like those, they don't make them anymore. You know what I mean? So those cars, I prefer to have them on the shelf, because the low C Truggy, they don't make them anymore. So now it's considered vintage. So there you go. It's considered a vintage car. They don't make them anymore. That's it. I think they discontinue. So now, guys, it's gonna be, here it goes. I think it's I still got to work on this guy, the Cult, but that's enough videos on that one. My next one is gonna be this guy right here, the Smart Tech Winner 1. I do want to get into this one soon. I do want to go ahead and work on this one. I think we won't keep the tires on. I think these are the stock tires that came with it. From what I can tell, it does need some cleaning. As you guys can see, that's nasty. I don't like having dirty RCs. So that does need some cleaning. I do need to check the engine. The engine has huge compression, as you guys can see. But I need to fix the pull start. So this one, at least I know the pull start is nice and clean. That means it's good condition. I do have to clean her up. But definitely huge compression in there. There's no joke. This thing feels brand new still. Wow. Look at that. Feels brand new. So that tells me this thing is dirty. This thing is dirty, but not a lot of run time put into it. This thing is dirty, but not a lot of run time put into it, guys. I tell you that. I could tell, I could feel with the engine. I mean, you can actually tell how new that engine looks, guys. Check that out. Look at that. I mean, the engine. I mean, normally when there's an engine that's like used up real heavily, I mean, you'll see scratches on it. You'll see build up everywhere. Even the gears look new. Look at that. I mean, yeah, it's a ripoff of the FWO 3s and 4s. Who cares, man? I like the color combination. And, the chassis looks okay. Looks kind of new. I love that. Oh, and look at that. You could definitely go bigger gears on this. The Kyoshos. Let me show you something. Let me show you the Kyoshos. Let's go with this guy right here. Let me show you something. Wow, I already made a video. Might as well just talk about this one. I have it on tires. And the reason why is because these do get flat spots on them. So let's see this real quick. Let me real quick. Not trying to make this a long one, but let me show you something real quick, guys. All right. So I'm an on-road guy, right? I love on-road cars, and sometimes I like to have these slower. Yeah, they're slower. They're not hyper like these other guys. These Serpents with Italian engines. They're not that crazy. These are calmer cars that you can actually enjoy. You know what I mean? 'Cause they're supposed to be for racing, but let's be honest. We're talking about the 90s racing. Nowadays, these cars cannot touch what this thing. This has what this one has. This the Capricorn. This thing has what the hell is this one? This one has a Pico engine, I think it is. That's a Pico engine. I think that one has. This one has a RB engine. This one has a Robrismo-rc. I mean, this one has a Eagle. This one has, let me see. This one has the OS, which is this is the Kyosho. I still need to work on this one. We're talking about this one right here has a OS. All these guys right here. You see these guys. That one has a Novarasi. You know what I mean? These guys are like super, like extreme, like hardcore, like hardcore speed. Hardcore acceleration, fast acceleration, the advanced clutch system, and all that. But sometimes I like to go simple with a simple clutch system, a system that's just easy. So why not? I like to, I like these more than those. I'll be honest with you. I like these more than those because these I could just enjoy them. They're not that fast. What you get out of these? Maybe 30 miles per hour. That's great. That's 30 miles per hour to me. That's awesome. Okay, so check this out. So as you guys can see, this is the top plate of the Kyosho FW03. See that? And then you see the Smart Tech. Kind of the same idea, same concept if you pay attention. Check that out. It's a little bit differences here and there. Also, I shit you not, I'm sure I could take this off and install it here. It's probably the same. I think it is the same. No, maybe not. Maybe, yeah. I think they are. Because this piece right here, it's on that one. On that FW03. So, we're looking at the tank. Familiar, just white. The engine. Oh, look at that. The transmission. Single speed. we're looking at a, yeah, there, this one is more simple. This one has, you could put grease in the inside, so it is a grease filled transmission. This one is not. This one's just a simple gear that goes there, and then that's it. You got brakes. This is what is it, nylon brakes, aluminum brakes on this one. Shaft driven. So there's some familiar feel to it, right? It's not a lot, but there's some. You got sway bars in the front. This one you do have sway bars, but they're hidden. Where are they at? Let me show you guys where it's at. It's in there. The sway bars are hidden in there. But then, yeah, no sway bars in the back. Neither does this one. This one doesn't have sway bars in the back either. The shocks, they're different, as you guys can see. I like the way the FW03's, it looks more like definitely looks more like a F1 chassis. So the way it's made, upper arms just encloses the shock in the middle, so you could definitely see that it doesn't, you know what I mean? All right. All right. I like this thing. So yeah, the sway bar, it's right there. There you go. Let me see if I can show you a sway bar. Where is that? So this one has its own sway bar system. You pay attention, if you can see it. Can you focus? There it is right there. There it is. That's a sway bar system that goes on the Kyosho FW03s. They're hidden, you can't really see them. But there's nothing on the back, and I'm sure you can install in the back. I'm sure they sold many upgrades for these things. I've seen some beautiful FW3s. Now this is completely stock, guys, but I've seen some beautiful gold plated, gold upper arms and arms. I mean, gold everything. Body towers made out of gold. I mean, some crazy, insane builds when it comes to these guys. So I just want to show you guys a comparison with so you could tell that maybe there's some, not a lot. There's some things they look a little bit. I think that maybe the engine on the Smart Tech, it's don't know what type of engine this one is. Don't know how big it is. You really can't tell. Can you? It definitely needs to be clean, guys. That's for sure. Spider webs. Oh, that's like a spider nest or something. Now you can't really tell what the engine is. And really can't. That pipe really covers it. Really can't tell what it is. You just can't. She does feel heavy. It does feel real heavy compared to the Kyosho. Kyosho is a little bit, same weight. Same weight. Just feels a little bit, But, I mean, does feels a little bit, yeah. But too bad, I cannot tell what the end. So you can tell there's some leaks, so it does need a new head gasket. Man, I can't really tell what that engine is, really. Let me see, can we tell what that is? Let me see, can we go in closer? Let me see. Okay. It just says Smart Tech. No, that's the... Hold on, let me see. Can we get in there and see what it is? Man, you just can't tell. It's covered. Yeah. Can we go closer? Can we? Nah. Can't even get in there, guys. Can't see what it is. You can't even tell what it is. So... when I start working on it, we'll find out exactly what it is. I'll find out what it is. I think it's a 15. I think it's a 15cc. I think that's what it is. If I remember correctly, it's a 15. There is information on this thing. I think it is a 15. If anything, I'll put it on my on the bottom, let you know what it is. But I think it's a 15. Wow, this is using a 10. So this is using a 10. So you got more horsepower on this one, and you have more of a. I like this one because guess what? With this one, you could just go with any standard body, 200 millimeter body. This one you have to go with a 230. The bodies on the Kyosho FW03s are 230, 250 millimeters. I think that's what they are. So way different. Way different, like as you can see. I will when I do the build on this thing, when I start working on this guy, I will go ahead and show you the body. It came with a cool Nissan GTR 1996 body, I think it is. Too bad it's destroyed. It's been melted. It's cheap body, you know what I mean, from Smart Tech. You know, it's like the Red Cat. When you leave a Red Cat, you leave a Red Cat body in the heat, and that's what you get. It was left in the heat in the attic, and yeah, so I have to fix this, but that's gonna be like, I'm gonna just leave it alone. The body starts melting off and just turns to shit. So yeah, of course that was gonna happen. But yeah, guys, just thought make a quick little video on this thing. You know what? It's sad because I have not run this thing at all. I fixed it. I put it away. I cranked the engine. It does run. The engine does run, guys. Don't get me wrong. It does run. Because I ran the engine and it idles like a champ. No problem. I love that one. Just like the FW02s. It's the same engine. They seem to be good engines. This one right here. Is they using the same carb? Yeah, using the same carb as I guess they use, back in the day, they used to use a single needle. So they like to run rich, lean. You could run them. You could try to run them rich, but they're just going to choke. They're going to be, you're going to feel like when I did use my Mantis, it felt like it was dragging. But once it heats up, oh, she wakes up. It takes longer for those things to heat up. You have to run them lean. And I'm sure that A2RC knows that because he has Mantis. He has 2 Mantis, so I'm sure he knows that how those engines are. Those old Kyosho engines, how they like to run super lean, and they take forever to heat up and really kick in. All right, guys, it's just talking about a couple things. Also, don't want to make this too long, which I made it too long talking. We will be talking about these guys right here. The Traxxas and the XTM accelerator. We will be talking about. I'm not worried about the accelerator. I see there's videos on this out there, but I would love to get into this thing and talk about this thing, crank her up. The accelerator, I think the pinch on that feels great. It has good pinch. Let me show you guys. This one, on the other hand, the Hawk, sadly, I think it's sad, but I think I'm gonna have to repinch it or find another engine for it. And I don't want to do that. I would love to keep it stock. I would love to keep this TRX 0.12 in it. Sadly, I mean, the thing looks beautiful. I don't think I even have to clean her up. It just looks amazing. A little bend right here. I think I could bend that back, make it look better. It has a little bend, like looks like it was hit there. But it looks great, guys. Look at that. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. I don't have to even waste my time cleaning it up. I do have to repair something here. It looks like the pin is missing. So we'll fix that. That's an easy fix. I think that's all that it needs. I think I need to repinch the engine. I need to get it the pull start fix, and that's it. This one seems like a simple fix. Simple fix to crank up, but sadly enough, the pinch is, I mean, nothing. I mean, just a little. Like I said, I could repinch it, guys. I just don't know. Just feels. I mean, there's some there, but it won't last that long. Maybe a gallon, maybe. Maybe it'll last a gallon, but not that long, guys. Hold on. Let me put something there because I don't want it to. Let's know I gotta have some in here. Let me put this in there. All right, let me go ahead and cover that because I don't want nothing to get in there. So yeah, the engine's it's not great, but I don't want it to go bad. You know what I mean? I don't want it to go bad, so let's go ahead and cover that up. We'll cover that up. All right, so this is the nice one, guys. I do want to go ahead and fix this one. Get this one running one day and run it. The body, you know, it looks okay. Just needs a little bit of shoe glue here and there. Not that bad. This one right here, the XTM, it's another one that does need some work, body work on it. This one does need some work. I do need to repair the body a little bit. We will. I'll repair the body and get it nice. This one came with some issues from the start when I bought it. The seller did tell me the problems that it had. It was missing the cover for the battery box. I was able to find that in my box there. I had XTM parts from, I don't know when I got them, but I did. So I had that. And the shock tower in the front, the body post, shock tower in the front, the body post was gone. So I went ahead and put the body post on it. And that's it. That's all I needed, guys. That's it. The shocks feel good. They are leaking, from what I could tell. So it does need a little maintenance work on it. Not much. It is clean. I don't have to go crazy. Look, so previous owner took care of it. Kept it clean. From what he says, the servos still are good. They're still good. And the engine, huge pinch. So check this out. This was cool about it. If whoever knows what this is. Tiger Drive. Whoever knows exactly what this is. You already know what that is. So that's pretty cool that it comes with that. So my first time seeing this. So that's going to be pretty cool to see that. Like I said, the pinch on this thing, amazing. Amazing pinch. Really, I mean, you could barely turn the damn thing, really. You could barely turn it. You can't even turn it. This thing feels brand new still. I mean, feels great. Look at the spur gear. Everything feels real different compared to what we're used to seeing. Look at that. Looks cool. I like it. Really do like it. Everything looks legit. I just got to fix the body. And by the looks of it, the shocks need to be checked. There's leaks in the shocks. And and I did put the bumper guard. It didn't come with that. I did have that, and I did install it. So that's pretty cool. I had parts for this thing. I didn't even know I had parts for the XTM accelerator. That's weird. It must have been when I bought that that box of parts. It had like 100 parts in it. So random parts, and I bought that just for the under plate for the Duratrax warhead. That's all I needed from it, and it came with a whole bunch of parts. It came with a rotor start for airplanes, which I decided I'm gonna keep it because I'm thinking of buying an airplane or a helicopter. So yeah, there you go, guys. It just feels great though. It feels new. It feels perfect, man. I can't complain. This one right here, I won on a bid. I just bid just for the heck of it, and turned out I won. So pretty cool. Did not expect that to happen. So I did not expect that to win. In reality. Let's get this guy back on. And we'll fix the bodies. Body does need some work. I'll fix the body. The body needs work. I'm going to shoe glue it, take that out. I'll shoe glue this somehow and put something here that I could mold here and fix it. I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll figure it out because I do want to get that shoe glued and fixed. That whole part is missing. That sucks. It's not going to be... Maybe I could find a body. I highly doubt they sell these bodies. Maybe I could use... Maybe I could make another body for it. I don't know. Definitely is falling apart, guys. That's the only thing. Sad part about this one is the body is not that great. I'll see what we could do. Maybe I could fix that. Just use another plastic, melt, heat it up, and just shape it up to to match that. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But at least the truck is in great condition. Check the bottom. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. Let's put it right back in here like that. And for you guys, you already know about the Duratrax Maximin ST. I've done videos on this thing. This thing is super old, super vintage. I mean, but it runs like a charm. It does runs like a charm. I love it. It's a slow little stadium truck, but it is fun. Like I said, guys, I'm not a type of person that likes speed, so that's pretty cool. All right, guys, that's it, man. That's what I wanted to talk about. Just some projects that are coming up in the future, especially in the summer. I think they still sell, though. There's a following for this thing. There's a huge following for these things in Facebook. There are groups of Traxxas Hawk in the Facebook world. So I'm sure they still sell the body itself. I'm sure they sell this body. You could probably buy it for this thing. But it looks okay. I'm thinking of keeping it like that. It looks good. I think, like I said, they do sell bodies for this thing. They still sell them. They're clear though. You have to go ahead and paint it. But I like this classic look to it. It does look like of its time. So I do like the way it looks. It gives it that classic, the colors that you would suspect coming from that time. You know what I mean? The yellow, orange, and black. It looks good. I like the way it looks. It looks interesting. I mean, it looks cool. Look, he went into details with. So I want to keep it. I'm gonna keep it. And I think you could roto start this thing. Yes, you could. Definitely. Look at that. It's right there. You definitely roto start this thing. You don't need to. I don't need a pull start for it. So I might crank this one up. See if it even lives. I might make a video just on that. But yeah, I do have to fix the shocks. Look at that. It looks like that's how they are. That looks of it. Yeah, that's how they are. See, the seals are out. I wonder why. Yeah, looks how they are. Okay, interesting. I guess that I wonder why that. I guess it's to keep them from bottoming them out. I think that's why. Okay. Interesting. Okay. We'll go ahead and put this guy right back. It does need some fixing. So there's a hole there. I wonder what was that for. What goes there? He must have had a rotor start on it back then. We'll put this guy back in there. So yeah, that's why I savages on the floor, because I have to make space for those guys. Just more special because of the vintage of it. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Peace out. Robrismo out, man. Hope you guys. It's like I said, it's not much of a video. This is just me chattering about some of the cars that I got. I still have a couple more coming in. I have one that is special that I think you guys are gonna like. It's on road, and you guys know I'm an on road dude. I like to collect on road cars. So if I see an on road car for a great deal, I'm getting it. Simple as that. But yeah. All right, peace out, man.